Hello my dear Capricorns, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Rebecca, for those of you who are brand new. I'm going to start off your reading with an Eloquy card. Eloquy means she who. So let's see who we are, my lovely Capricorns. Please show me. Thank you. We have Manatila, powerful devotion, true worth, she who remains. Manatili, she who remains, sits on her crystal throne with her lynx by her side. Her gown shows her connection to the ice dragon. Her truth of self keeps her warm against the icy stares of naysayers, and her gaze is cool as she surveys her snow-covered kingdom. Many of her subjects have left the wintry wilderness for less austere places. At any time, she too could have left her kingdom for other realms, but she is devoted to the ideals her reign represents. Her role may seem like a lonely one to some, but not to her. She knows how powerful a single person can be. This card's lesson is to stay true to your purpose even when others do not support you. Your true worth is not measured by the number of people who agree with you. People will come and go from your life, but have faith that you have the power to attract those who appreciate your gifts. Remember the lesson of this lady. Love yourself first and best. Those who remain by your side will be worthy of your affection. Your true worth is yours alone. Your questions. How do I feel most powerful right now? Who supports me and is worthy of my friendship? What ideals do I need to devote myself to? Interesting. Let us see. What is the recent past for my lovely Capricorn friends? What is the recent past? We have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. So we have a water sign bringing a message of love. What is, thank you. We have the Seven of Swords. What is the blockage? The Four of Cups. Her apathy. What is the message from Spirit? The Ten of Swords. Funny, I was thinking about that card earlier and how tens not just mean the worst of it, but they also mean the mastery of it. So let's see what the outcome is. The Empress, number 3. Beautiful. Let's see, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Coins. This is working together to build something great. Although in this card, he's working by himself. This is the Architect card. Very interesting. So he can't build that cathedral behind him by himself. But he can most certainly add something beautiful to it, can't he? Thank you. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. It's the recent past. The Lovers in reverse. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. The bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. So there is a letting go of whatever this heartbreaking, this is a decision. And this is the offer. Interesting. This is moving towards peace and making a conscious decision to be at peace. What is the Seven of Swords? With the Five of Pentacles. That is a lot of cards. The Hermit, the Star, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in the upright. The bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is a strategy. This is a quiet strategy. Some of you may be deciding to go it alone. But I think for a lot of you, this is just going within and like almost choosing to not partake in some sort of journey with someone through a lack mentality because of self-worth. And you're just staying quiet, almost like in this hermit mode, healing, but working on your wish. Seeing the divine process, if you will. But I think some of you are just biding your time. Let's look at this Four of Cups. Please clarify the Four of Cups. We have the Prince of Cups, the Chariot in reverse. One more, please. And the Ace of Wands. Excuse me. Sorry, I've been out because it was, I had a pretty bad sinus infection caused by allergies from a trip I took. So, the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. With the Four of Cups like this, it's almost like you're waiting for a better offer, something more passionate, and that's what's blocking you. Like I said, he doesn't build that by himself. Right? Let's look at the Ten of Swords. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. we have the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups in reverse. So this is the end, right? This is the end of regret. This is the end of petty conflict. And it's time to let that all go. Right? It's time to apply that new perspective. So the Ten of Swords, you know, that means that you've been through all of the swords. You've learned all of those lessons. You've mastered the 10. You've mastered the sword. So with the King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, in reverse, there may be letting go of some emotional instability, or letting go of someone who is emotionally unstable. I almost feel like it's more about grooming your thoughts and tying them to your emotions. It's like a head-heart connection. So let's look at the Empress. Please clarify the Empress. A lot of birds in there. Please clarify the Empress. Thank you. We have the Hierophant. The Four of Swords. The Princess of Swords and the Five of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. So there is some sort of commitment and structure, that you will be building, that you will bring into fruition, something that you are going to nurture. Now, for whatever reason, I feel like for some of you, this does have to do with maybe an air sign child or a childish air sign. There could be someone that is watching you and is very jealous of this position. Because even though I'm looking at the Four of Swords, I understand what it means. I get it. It's, for me, the card talks a lot about peace. But what's really pulling me in this card is the window with the Mother Mary on it, and then we have it clarifying the the Empress. It's almost like whatever this Tower moment is, It's going to remove the manipulation and allow this gentle, loving, nurturing. We have the Hierophant and the Empress. You know, this is very masculine and very feminine energy. And then we have rest right in the middle of it. And that is going to bring in it's going to bring in a lot of messages of conflict. Not everyone is going to be happy about this success. Or whatever this tower moment is going to be bringing in. It's almost like shedding away those people that are trying to hold you back, or those things that are holding you back. Okay. The weather here has gotten pretty dark and ominous. I'm going to pull a mystical shaman card. What is the final message for my Capricorns? What is the final message for my Capricorns? We have number 38, the mystical shaman, and number 37, the moon. And then I will pull a spirit animal oracle card. Number 66, White Raven. Trust in the magic. Trust in the magic. So when I first started my channel, I called it Pearls of Wisdom and Witchery. And it was because great wisdom comes from great pain. There is such a thing as being a true victim in the world. Someone does something to you, and it hurts, and you are a victim of it, but you don't have to suffer for the rest of your life, right? And I see the progression into not needing to suffer. Okay, let's look at number 38. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller, who is neither made of nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is the symbol of true alchemy, For all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. When the mystical shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stopped telling the tales that have defined you up until now? You do not have to live in a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain you to anyone, not even to yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. The medicine. Be careful what you pray for. The mystical shaman cautions you against relentless attachment to a certain form that you think will make you happy, prosperous, famous, loved, etc. However, in seeing your dream come into being, had you considered what you were willing to sacrifice for it? Perhaps you have been telling yourself a certain story for so long, the story that only when you reach this particular goal will you be happy, that you will arrive. You didn't even notice you're no longer the person who wanted those outcomes. You may have moved beyond those stories. Perhaps it's time to admit to yourself that you need to imagine a new story that is more in alignment with who you have become. This is just one moment in millions of moments in the continuum of a life. Let it go, let it be just a story, and move on. Better tales are waiting to be told. And number 37, sorry. So we have 11 and 10, or 11 and 1. Every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light, and then back again. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyches. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. This calls to mind a Native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of waters on the earth. The same power in turn affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from a hiding back into the unconscious. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. You have been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements, or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon's cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. The medicine. This card calls you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can get unstuck, whether from a specific situation or life in general. For this, you need to make time to be with yourself without the distractions of modern society, and have the courage to look at the unwanted or unembraced parts of your being until you arrive at a place of resolution. Shamanic lore explains the finest treasures of humanity are hidden where people are most afraid to go. That, my amazing Capricorns, is your reading. I do hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, have a beautiful night. I love you. Bye-bye.